And we're back, bam, with Brian Greiving from the Netherlands. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done in the feature match. You're coming here with Necros,
Yep.
the blue elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Why did you go, why did you side on Necros?
I just think it's still the best deck, even after Briar went to 2 and Prep to 1. It's just the most consistent and strong deck. So.
Okay. So you're playing in the feature match area.
Yeah.
Is it harder for you to play in the feature match area, or does it not really make a difference?
It doesn't really make a difference for me.
Okay. Yeah, you seem quite calm. Like,
yeah, it's a bit hot there, but besides that, there's not really a problem.
Yeah, those lamps.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're playing against Emre. Did you play against him before?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, because he also made it to the top 8 at the last YCS in Milan, so he's a pretty good player.
Okay.
And so you're losing the first game, and then what happens in your head? Are you like more pressure, or are you still trying to stay relaxed?
The main thing about game 1 was that I just drew really bad. Like I had to summon a Denko just to make sure I don't get OTK'd next turn.
Some guys in the Twitch chat pointed that out, that they weren't 100% sure about that play. But you saying you didn't have any other options in your opinion?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I hadn't attacked his monster that he could have just OTK'd me.
Okay, yeah.
He could just attack for game.
So you're like, it might not be the ideal play, but it's the best that I can make with what I have.
That is
All right, well, that is a fair reply in my opinion.
Yeah.
So the first game doesn't go your way. You're going to side decking.
Yeah.
What happens then? What do you bring in?
Yes, it's a teller, so it's a lot of back row. So I just side in some back row hate like Royal Decrees and my third MST.
Okay. And then what is your idea? Are you like, okay, I'm going to be calm again, or are you be more pressured to win now?
No, not really. It's just it's just another game.
Okay.
You just have to try to win them all.
Okay.
You can't win them all, of course, but you have to try.
And then the second game, you have the situation where you can go for Trishula, but you instead go for the decisive armor.
Yeah.
Because it means game if you connect.
Yeah, that's true.
And Luke, my co-host, pointed out that even if you don't attack for game, or if he has something to stop you, it doesn't really put you in a bad position because you can just Trishula next turn.
Yeah, and decisive armor, it's just, I can use it every turn. And Trishula is just a one-shot thing. If I don't have the game then it doesn't do anything
Given up
anymore.
your best ace, basically. All right, so, and you immediately saw that, right?
Yeah.
You go into your turn and you're like, okay, this is going to be enough damage.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I calculate pretty fast in my head. So
okay, so you're aware of all the options.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hard to argue. And then the third game, what happened there? This time Denko Sega was putting in a lot more work than the first time.
The third game, I think he also drew pretty bad.
Yeah, his hands didn't seem perfect.
And he told me afterwards that he was thinking about mind crushing on Denko Sega because that was the worst card for him that I could have.
His hand seemed quite good actually, until you drew the Denko Seka.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, Emre is in a good position, you're drawing Denko Seka. We didn't even see it on the app yet. You're putting it down, we're like, oh, just forget what I said.
Yeah.
Like, everything has changed. So what do you think about Denko Seka?
It's just too good at the moment. There's only been one match today where I haven't won at least one game because of Denko.
And you think we should play it in the main deck?
I play it in the main deck at least.
Should everybody play it in the main deck?
That's their choice. I think it's good enough to play it in the main deck because even in the mirror match you can sometimes hit a shared right or MST or something that they set and then Trishula them. So
okay. Oh, okay. So the opponent feels quite safe because he thinks he can always just activate the shared right, and then you go with Denko Seka.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because I haven't heard that before. Mostly it's being played in the side deck.
Yeah, most people just side deck the Denkos. I just thought I won't face only mirror matches. Most of the day will be auto decks. My goal is to make just a top 32, so it won't be mostly Necros.
Right.
I think in the top 32 it will be, if I make that, it will be a problem because the Denko isn't that good then.
I see, yeah. So your deck has been built to reach the top 32.
Yeah.
And because there's a difference. Sometimes you build a deck to make it to the top 32, and sometimes you build a deck that says, I might have problems advancing to the top 32, but once I'm there, I'm going to take it down. Okay. Is that always your goal for an event, that you like want to reach top 32?
Yeah, that's usually my goal. Last time in Prague I was 37, so I just barely missed out.
Ooh, yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, now just try again.
Okay, well, seems to be going well so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far.
What about your other choices? You got the Necros of Decisive Armor with the Dance Princess. What do you think about these cards?
I just think Armor is really good in matches that are not a mirror match.
Okay.
Like when you versus Shadow, if you can summon an armor with the Jin, then they just can't do anything because the only out will be Raijeki.
Yeah.
Normally they can just set monsters and return them to your hand or destroy them to get rid of the lock. But with armor, you just keep destroying the monsters, so they can't do anything.
And how many times did that happen?
I actually don't use the Jin lock often, so it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
It's a good option to have. It's pretty much an auto-win option. So.
Yeah, yeah. All right. And 3 copies of Book of Eclipse.
Yeah.
That's against the Jin lock.
Yeah, and I used to play 2 Eclipse and 1 Book of Moon, but because of the hype with the Armageddon Knights and the Farfas, people are starting to get Trish always when they have the Jin lock. So I just decided to play a 3rd Eclipse instead.
Okay, and that's also been paying its dividends this weekend so far? Or would you have preferred to have the Book of Moon?
No, it hasn't really been a difference, I think. I used it Eclipse a few times to flip his monster face down and also recycle my Manju or Senju.
Right.
But I don't think it would have made a difference if it was the Book of Moon some of the time.
All right. Well, so you have made it to the top card of a YCS twice before.
Yeah.
If somebody's watching this at home, maybe in a different country or maybe somebody who just started with the game, what would be your advice for them so they can also make it to the top 32?
You just have to test play a lot and keep trying, and eventually you'll make it.
Okay.
That's what I think, at least.
As easy as that?
Yeah, I think so. If you keep playing, you just keep learning, and eventually you will be good enough, or you have good enough luck to just make it.
All right.
That's what I think, at least.
All right. Well, that's a very laid-back approach, which is a good thing, I think. You seem to be quite calm about this whole thing. And not take it as seriously as some other people.
Yeah, it's a hobby after all.
Okay.
It's not a job. So,
yeah. So you're also here to have fun, of course.
Yeah.
Well, mostly here to have fun.
Yeah, that's the main reason.
Yeah, no, we have some guys who are super competitive and they're like, I only have fun when I'm winning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Maybe we're going to see you again tomorrow.
I hope so.
And well, so far it's looking really good. We have 7 wins now. And you're leading the field. You were just playing on table 1. And it seems to keep going like that.
I hope so.
All right, so Necros still a force to be reckoned with, even if somebody's playing a Tellarknight deck that is built to beat Necros. But we haven't heard the last of Emre Kitsilates. With a 6-1 record, he's definitely going to make it to day 2, and then it's anybody's guess where he's going to end up. That's it from for the second to last round today. We're going to be back one more time for round 8, casual round 8, I should add. The big conclusion of the day. And then we're going to know who's going to make it to day 2 of YCS Bochum 2015.
We now moved over to